Hi, I'm Dave Gardy for Clean Cities TV, the educational internet TV channel of the U.S. Department of Energy's Clean Cities program. CCTV features videos of projects of Clean Cities coalitions around the country. In 2011, the availability of ethanol fuel infrastructure saw a sharp increase in the state of Michigan. This increase was made possible in part by Clean Energy Coalition, a 501c3 nonprofit that manages the Detroit Area Clean Cities Coalition. The projects, led by Clean Energy Coalition and Detroit Area Clean Cities, developed blended ethanol and E85 infrastructure, as well as providing for education and marketing support for the renewable domestically produced fuel. With funding from the Corn Marketing Program of Michigan and the U.S. Department of Energy, Clean Energy Coalition sought a collaborative approach to bridge consumers, fuel station owners, biorefineries, and funders to support the millions of flex fuel vehicles already on Michigan roadways. How are these relationships formed? Through a statewide marketing effort, including an informational seminar with the Corn Marketing Program of Michigan and the American Coalition for Ethanol.
When we first started looking at these guys were taking unleaded in one tank and E85 in the other. If you can get your hands on unleaded, you're kind of probably a rare animal nowadays. But they were doing it basically. Some of the things were they were finding that their price buying E85 in a market where you have an ethanol plant and blending it with straight unleaded, that they were getting a better price on their E10 than they could buy at the pipeline.
This seminar provided a chance for station owners to learn about ethanol and the financial incentives available to offset the cost of converting or installing compliant hardware. The grant funding for ethanol infrastructure, made available through the U.S. Department of Energy, was strengthened with support from the Corn Marketing Program of Michigan.
And when all of us came together, we all had our commitment, then Clean Cities stepped up, they took the lead, and they're the ones that managed the grant and worked that host system, and we got funded, and the rest of us really just tried to help fund some stations and do some education. So it was really good because we all took what we did the best, and we just capitalized on that. And then too, it wasn't really too much of a load for any of us.
This collaborative approach helped Corrigan Oil open E85 pumps at gas stations in Whitmore Lake and Howell, Michigan. Making these fuels available was no minor project endeavor. For typical conversions not requiring a new storage tank, station owners can still expect to pay more than $25,000 for new pumps, card readers, signage, and hanging hardware, which is why Clean Cities collaborations are so important.
So to be able to partner with the Clean Cities, because you guys, number one, know grants inside and out, and that's not our strong point, that's your strong point. So we like to be able to capitalize on that, and you have all those contacts, you're talking with the stations, it's a natural fit, and you're able to bring those stations on, and we can just help with some funding. And when you kind of pull that all together and look at our audience and your audience, I think we do a really good job of hitting anybody who could be interested or who might be looking for some more infrastructure. So for us, by working with Clean Cities, we have been able to probably exponentially grow the amount of contacts that we can educate about ethanol.
The Clean Cities groups are dedicated to that idea of replacing petroleum fuel, and they've got people out in the field who can do that.
Better still, the use of ethanol results in significant reductions in petroleum use, as well as lowering greenhouse gas emissions. According to the Argonne National Laboratory, corn-based ethanol production reduces greenhouse gas emissions by up to 52% compared to the life cycle of gasoline. And with 5 biofuel refineries and significant corn agriculture throughout the state of Michigan, station owners that offer E85 are contributing to the state's job growth. For Clean Cities TV, I'm Dave Gardy.